Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Welcome. I am back. I am here today because I wanted to review another record. I wanted to pick up this YouTube thing again because I did not do it because I was working, I was busy, and I didn't have any spare time to do so. But now still don't really have spare time, but I got this creative thing going on in my head that I really wanted to shine some light on. The thing is, lately I've been listening to a lot of newer records, and especially in the black metal kind of realm, and I'm noticing a lot of things I want to share. I'm noticing I want to share this stuff, but I don't really have anybody that I can like go into the details about it because they just don't care. And I think there's a lot of people on YouTube that do care, especially about new music, and that also have a lot of people around them that don't care. Because, you know, black metal is not really a genre that everybody's into, because it's, of course, a very specific genre to listen to. And I think that's okay. You know, I get it, and I love it, and that's fine. But let's talk about the new Uada record. I think it's pronounced Uada, I don't know. They're from the USA, they're from the Pacific Northwest, and they are a band that's formed in like 2014 or something. No, they're not that old, but they're interesting. I just think they're interesting. They released this new record, Crepuscule Natura. My English is not as good to pronounce words like that, but Crepuscule Natura, I think it's pronounced like that. Crepuscule Natura, I'm not going to say it again, I'm just going to say their newest record is something that I listened to. It came out like this month, and I listened to it and I was kind of surprised. But first, let me tell you a bit of backstory to my listening experience to Uada. I used to listen to a lot of death metal and a lot of deathcore and metalcore, and I really wanted to give it a go to black metal, but there were a lot of bands that I just really didn't get because they're not easy going to listen to. It's a hard genre to get into, and I think this is a band that can help you with that because it has elements of the genres I was listening to, and I think that's a good thing. And some elitists probably will say that that's a bad thing. They have elements of thrash metal in there because of the solos, or melodic death metal in there. But it's fast, the vocals are unique, and it fits more in the black metal realm. They call themselves a black metal band, so that's why I will say black metal. But anyway, I got into Cult of a Dying Sun, their records, in 2020 or something. I thought that was an amazing artwork and an amazing, you know, some songs are really cool with like the riffs or the solos were really, they really spoke out to me. And that's that way that was the band that made sure, and some other bands too, that I went down a rabbit hole of black metal, and now I listen to fucking Disaster and When I Take a Walk. And I think it's a really good band as a gateway to some more, you know, atmospherical black metal. But this is not as atmospherical at all. It is, however, not only dark. But let's get into the album itself. When it started, I was kind of scared that they would do the same thing again that they have been doing for the last two records. I thought the last record, Jin, was not really bringing anything that new to the table, and I was a little bit disappointed about how it was produced and how it was mastered. So it was still a good record, but it just didn't really do it for me. So I was kind of, you know, expecting them to do the same thing as they have been doing for the last 2 years. But I was kind of surprised because it sounded a lot more polished and a lot more like they put more time and effort into mastering and completing the songs. It's a very, you know, I would call a cosmic record. A lot of space-like sounds, a lot of sounds that make you feel like you're drifting out into space and just flying on a UFO, shooting asteroids or something, and that's a good thing. I don't know, it really helps you not to fly into the sky like in an atmospherical world, but more like zoom through space. That's what it does for me, at least. The first song, I enjoyed it. It was not it was a good introduction to the record. I think it was. I was happy about the vocals, because the vocals were a lot of howling in the past few records, and I think that's a unique thing that they do. But I think the vocals really came out of this work just as much as the rest of the instruments, and I think that's good. And then you get the second song, and then I was like, okay, this is interesting. It's the title track. You know, what really stood out to me with this music, they really put an emphasis on the vocals and the aggression. The moment the vocals kick in, the moment the aggression also kicks in. You know, faster playing, more, you know, aggressive riffs, like instead of, you know, more melodic, happy, or, well, just very tolerable sounds. And I think those tolerable sounds really are very well measured in this record, because you get like a very tolerable solo, a solo that almost like feels happy, feels like a sort of relief of the aggression that comes afterward, and then the melodic parts will come in again to give you more of a breather, and then again the vocals kicking with the aggression. I think that's a good choice. I think it's a good choice. They combine the aggression with the vocals, and then when the vocals stop, the aggression stops as well. The blast beats kick in your face, and I think it wasn't on this song or just another song. I listened to the album just in an overall perspective, and there's this one part that's like really melodic, and there's a long as you know, lead guitar who has a really long lead guitar passage, which is really good, and then it just smacks you in the face with you know, real black metal stuff. I don't know, it really satisfied me. Say that I'm also a big fan of the artwork. I think it fits the music very well. If you look at the color scheme, it almost sounds like sort of a space battle that you're in, you know, with more chaotic moments, but also more like retreating and then attacking and then retreating and attacking. It's this constant vibe that I'm getting from the record. That's just, okay, you take a step back and you go in again, and then you take a step back, which makes it not too boring. I breezed through this record pretty easily, and I didn't get bored at all, so that's a good thing. Yeah, overall, it's been a release of this September. I am tempted to do more reviews of releases that came out this year, because especially this month, because I have Marduk's records that I really like. I really fucking love it. I got the new Bloodhouse North record that I really enjoy. I got the new Dark Funeral record that I really enjoyed. It came out a while ago. But yeah, you know, this is part one of the records that came out this year, and I think black metal is really doing great. It's awesome. Well, that was Uada's new record. What did you think of it? Just let me know. I wanted to talk to you about it. This is just what I think. I haven't scripted anything. I just tell you what I thought about it when I listened to it, and I was really, you know, surprised. I would give it like an 8, but I'm not really that big on ranking. I don't really care about ranking that much, or giving it a grade. In my opinion, I got surprised pleasantly by a band that is this young, and that, you know, refuses to stay into the traditional realm of music, and I like these guys. Yeah, what did I want to say more about it? Oh yeah, to people that think like this Uada is like a Mugwa ripoff, I don't see it that way, because, you know, Mugwa is a lot darker in the atmosphere. This is not that dark. It's more, yeah, almost feels more melancholical than dark and anxious. It's more like a happy dark place, like that, you know. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the review.